mama got pissed and won't let them claim the baby. They shooting again. These just crazy, they need some help. Man, they shot him in the hip. He fell out and shitted on himself. My cousin Paul called.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Papa Duck. Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to the Papa Duck podcast, where we talk about things that a lot of people just scared to talk about. All right, y'all already know. Alongside me is my dog. Please believe it's Steve.
Yeah, we here. Ready. Talk.
Who else we got? Also, we got President Page in the biddy.
What's good, everybody?
Y'all already know what time it is. Listen, man, before we kick it off, this podcast is sponsored by Ubuntu Apparel. This is a whole fit that I got on right here with the short pants. I wish y'all can see it, you feel me? But make sure y'all hit the website, Ubuntu Apparel.
That's the rules off.
UbuntuApparel.com. They got a little glimpse of it, but UbuntuApparel.com. Make sure y'all hit the website, man. Grab some gear, and I appreciate y'all for that.
Steve, you okay?
Y'all know I'm a. Hey, if I ain't smiling and laughing, y'all know how things go on me.
So we getting it in.
Shoot.
But yeah, man, you already know. Listen, man, y'all know the world been crazy. Crazy. But one thing I can say is, right, you know, these females and these relationships and these guys and all this shooting and killing with these rappers and shit, bruh, some gotta give with that shit, bro.
Gotta give. It gotta give.
You know what I'm saying?
Must give.
Rest in peace to Sauce Walker, artist. And it's crazy, man. Like if y'all been following me on my day-to-day vlogs and stuff that I talk about on YouTube, I don't understand why these dudes, and I'm not talking about them, I just wanted to give them a shout out. But on another note, all these other dudes going to prison and shit, getting indicted for talking on podcasts. Like, this shit has became the interrogation room.
What? People doing what now?
Podcasts. They done became the interrogation room, bro. I don't understand how you can get on a podcast and tell all your business to the point you jeopardize your freedom for a couple dollars. I don't get it, bro. We ain't doing that shit over here.
Facts.
That ain't happening.
Because you don't know who watching.
They all watching.
Everybody watching.
You know what I'm saying? And if you never seen an indictment,
but bro,
that bit thicker
a
than
lot of people never seen an indictment. A lot of people just claim they had an indictment.
Now, keep on.
They never seen an indictment.
Keep on.
They think that
you going to prison.
So just happened that day or that week. Or somebody just told them.
I'm going to tell you, my brother always told me, if the streets know, the police know.
What?
Because they getting all the information from the streets, man.
Man.
Y'all better stop being dumb, bro. Y'all niggas, man, listen, bro. It's too much technology. You feel me? And by now, especially if you in the streets, bro, doing wrong and got a social media, man, come on, man. We always got to show what we doing, bro. It's called organized crime, man. Y'all need to start studying that if you gonna be in the streets. But just in the streets, like I say, motherfucker know more about ESPN than they do crack laws and different, you know. I'm being real.
That's real though. That's
true. I know more about ESPN sports, who playing this, who doing this, football. They know more about that than they do crack laws, man.
True.
Talking about shit that can jeopardize your life. I'm speaking to you as a big homie so you can understand, like, bro, you going to prison, dog. I don't give a damn what nobody tell you, especially if you ain't got no out, especially if you ain't got no woman who ain't gonna just worry about you buying them shit. You know what I'm saying? A woman that gonna tell you put that bread
that's the
up.
part of it, of the whole situation though. That woman, cause you got that.
Man,
that's that trick though.
That's that trick.
That's that trick though. That woman, and that bread for him, right?
Better get it together, cause you going to prison. All that. I done seen it. Matching cars,
bro.
The average, the typical dope boy story. Get a nice little chick. Keep her hair done, keep her slayed. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be showing out in front of her friends and shit. Soon you go to prison, nigga. You think she gonna stop that lifestyle?
Hell no.
Homeboy, your friend, your brother, they jumping on the next boat. And it's sad, but it's true.
Like a donut, just wait for the turn. Wait for the turn.
That's it, man. So we just hopefully somebody hear this message, man.
But bro, like I say, Like,
What we ain't saying?
but we ain't saying like
You going to prison. That's what I'm saying.
no we.
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell you why I say that, and I'm not being funny. When I say that, it's because I understand. Like I say, I always say this: if it's 5 of y'all and y'all homeboys in the street, if y'all ain't putting back no dues, if y'all ain't got no type of structure, if you ain't saying, hey man, if this happen to you, this gonna happen. Shut the fuck up. We gonna take care of this. That gonna get to. If you ain't got no kind of structure, bro, you going to prison, man. You going to prison because most motherfuckers are spending money outside of their camp just to save $1. Ain't no loyalty, man. I'm telling you. And like I always say, if you got a motherfucking, if you dating a girl and her cousins and brothers and shit be robbing, you got to cut her off. You can't come, listen, man, ain't nobody got them type of rules and structures.
No.
That's why I be go to prison. I'm telling you before you go, because when you get in there, you going to see who going to go see about the lawyers for you. You going to see who going to have time to go do the, you going to see who going to do that time with you, and you going to find out. Now, bitch, even your family motherfucker ain't going to do that time with you. So before you put yourself in that situation, sometimes you got to be like Robin Hood. You got to do bad until you can do good. So have an out. You know what I'm saying? Start your daycare. Start your trucking company. Bitch, you better start you something, because you cannot do that shit forever, dog. That's what we saying.
Yeah.
True.
You going to prison, dog.
True.
And like I say, man, you know, all these, like, a lot of these rappers and shit getting jammed up. These niggas on the internet
That's
talking.
crazy though, bro.
I mean, these niggas talking about shit that actually happened in the streets.
But bro, let's get to the point like the music ain't changed so much.
Yeah.
And now like you say, they get in the camera with things that in the streets with it now makes sense.
Because niggas rather be entertained than informed.
You think it's worse now than it was back then?
Very.
Yes.
Reason being, back then it was more entertainment.
Right.
Now niggas really trying to walk around with switches and nigga, like they really out here Call of Duty.
Right.
For real. These jitterbug, dog.
So they trying to live the Grand Theft Auto life.
They living it.
They living it.
Bro.
How did they invent the term YN?
Bro, and one of your songs.
Think about that. Hold on. Think about that.
Right.
Where did the term YN come from? And for y'all that don't know, that mean young nigga.
Young nigga.
Dog, they got a YN challenge right now going on, bro, where they taking old songs and remix them, and all they talking about is YN shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Murder, kill.
And let's go a step further. These are songs that has millions of dollars of promotions behind it that we've heard, you know, because we from the old school. We know YNs. We've heard these songs, and they've taken the songs that we fell in love with that got all this exposure and promotion, twisted it, and gave us the version of, nigga, I'm gonna kill you now. First it was love and this, I love you. Now they turned that shit to, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. This is YN talk.
So they taking a Babyface song and they turn it into a trap song.
Turn that bitch to a trap song.
I ain't even call it trap.
I was just gonna say that trap.
Call it
a drill song.
Or call it Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft, because trap is our generation. And,
yeah, true.
And we was talking about
get some money.
Getting money.
Yeah, get some money.
Yeah, we wasn't talking about killing. So there's a difference.
They don't even talk about girls no more.
No. They go straight to the killing aspect. But like you said, they're gonna find out who riding with them when that time comes, and they gotta do the time.
They gotta face it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who gonna put up that lower money? Who gonna put money on their books? That's when that real pain.
But like you say, my biggest thing too, like, you know what I'm saying? Why they buying switches for? What they gonna do with them?
Listen.
I get it. I'm gonna cut you off. I get it. Some people have like a fetish for guns and stuff like that, right? But they gotta get them, and people getting these switches just for what?
Listen, it ain't just switches. What they doing? They getting them fire. And they adding accessories to it. Like, they going to war. Like, they
ain't going to, like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't going, like, the range and doing it for a hobby.
Hey, listen. Hey, my nephew, he got his little blink.
Yeah, everybody
extendo. He got a little scope on it.
Scope and everything.
Everywhere he go, hold on. I got to grab my...
It's just the mentality. Going? It's the mentality. And the crazy part is this, like, it's crazy, man, how they brainwash them kids to do that, right? To make that shit the thing to do. They not crazy. Kids are dumb. They just programmed.
I do like the fact that I respect that this generation is kind of better than us exercising the Second Amendment. they're not scared to, but they're taking a step further with literally going out the door with a cannon.
Yeah,
You know what I
man,
mean?
that
So,
shit.
You got the right to exercise the Second Amendment.
prison.
I'm not saying that, but when you add in accessories like you finna go to war,
Yeah.
sometimes when you bring that energy to you, that energy comes out.
Oh,
you know
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying?
They coming.
Yeah. So if you grabbing a
switch,
switch,
yeah.
and you going out there like, man, hold on, I might need this for what?
Yeah.
For what?
For
You
what?
ain't. It don't even look like you on defense. It look like you on offense.
Right.
You know
On
what I mean?
some just
So,
because shit.
yeah, you gotta be careful
I
with
hate the fact that social media shows a lot of these gas station killings, man. Like,
Yeah, I don't
it's
like that.
it's crazy. Now I'm gonna tell y'all another thing too that I spoke about. Remember this: when your ass when you become a convicted felon. Remember this now: when you become a convicted felon, you must understand is a thing called silver mortis, which means once you become a convicted felon, as a male or female, you are now by law a dead man. Specifically because you cannot compete in life because you're going to be faced with over 45,000 collateral consequences. Now, when I first talked about that, it surprised me that a lot of people ain't know what the hell I was talking about. Go look it up. One of the collateral consequences is once you become a convicted felon, you cannot live in an HOA neighborhood.
What?
I've seen people get kicked out of their neighborhood for housing a felon. That's a collateral consequence. It's gonna be difficult for you to vote. It's gonna be difficult for you to bear arms. Don't get it twisted, because I heard some people say, "Well, I got a house and I ain't talking about buying no motherfucking house. I'm talking about living in somebody else's shit." Living in somebody else's community,
Right.
and you a convicted felon, and you got 45,000 of them that people never heard of. Even the judges don't know all of the collateral consequences. So think about that, and then you'll realize all this shit is a setup from the get up. Understand that. You must know that. Now,
Dang, bro.
And
bro,
they won't pull out them 45,000. What did you say it again?
45,000
That's a
collateral
big,
consequences.
big,
They
big roadblock.
they ain't gonna pull that out until they trying to get you.
Oh, you'll never know.
45,000. That's literally you can't
That's
do
all.
nothing.
Bro, I've done a video showing a conference where lawyers and judges was coming from all around saying, hey, we need to do something about this because we don't even know all the collateral consequences. This is a game that is designed for you to fail, bro. So you better wake the fuck up. You see what they doing to motherfuckers in prison, dumping their head in the toilet. They doing all this shit, showing you on social media, because these niggas got phones and shit.
Yeah.
They showing you what's going on in there and who want to be in that shit. Like, for one, yeah, I've done some dumb shit, but I will tell you, bro, that ain't the place, dog. I don't know who made that shit cool. Going to jail and coming home and all that. Salute to everybody that's down, but at the end of the day, nigga, hell no. Hell no. Man, you crazy.
Nah, that ain't the end all be all. That's not where you
Hell
want to be at.
no. You don't want to be there. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
That shit
That's
crazy,
when keeping
man.
it real goes wrong.
And-
What's that? Hold on. Keeping it real
You ain't
goes
never,
wrong.
You ain't never heard that term?
Yeah.
When keeping it real goes
Goes
wrong.
wrong.
You keep it real all the way till you in prison.
Exactly.
You kept it real all the way till you dead.
Exactly.
You kept it real when keeping it real goes wrong.
And it's
That
crazy,
should be
man.
a segment on this podcast.
It should be. It's
Yeah.
crazy how we glorify negativity.
Right.
You got to think. These people, we're not dumb people.
No.
You just conditioned. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You conditioned to think that negativity is positivity.
But
like,
see,
it don't make no sense.
They go a step further, like you say, condition, because a lot of people who get in trouble like that or going to prison, their daddy went to prison, their brother went to prison, their cousin went to prison.
Same
they did the
thing.
same exact thing. So like I said, it had to be conditioned because it's like everybody in your row going on the same road.
The thing about it too, right? To add on what you said, it's like when you go to jail, it's like snitching. People be like, "Why niggas snitch?" Niggas snitch because you get accolades. You can become famous. You can make money. But when you don't, nigga don't know nothing about you. You gets nothing. This the same way with going to like this. You know, I don't like college because the more education in the Western world, you just more. But anyway, going to college, doing the right thing, you don't get no kudos for that shit. The motherfucker, if y'all go to a family reunion, you got a cousin that just graduated Harvard, then you got a cousin that just got out of prison. Guess who gonna get the most attention?
Prison.
That motherfucker who just came home from prison.
Yeah.
Failure, dog. Not all niggas go to, but I'm just get what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we salute the negative, and you wonder why niggas snitch, or you wonder why people do ratchet shit or do this. You gotta think, motherfucker, this shit ain't just happening because it's, bitch, we conditioned to do this shit. Nigga, when you ever seen a nigga get a trophy for keeping it real, like they did when our uncles and shit came home, he did 10 years, bitch, y'all make a whole. He's great. He a legend in the street. Nah?
Man.
Shit. I told you, know how many niggas walking
6
that
days,
track?
forget about you.
You know how many niggas walking that motherfucking track out there, wish they can go back to their court, they nigga, and tell on the bitch because they say, that nigga ain't keep it real.
Yeah.
Ain't no looking out for your mama, your cousin, your kids.
Hey, how
crazy.
how straight they gonna be pointing at the
Like the red hell. That how they go.
They gonna be pointing.
Get me, feel that. They gonna be doing like the red there, right there.
I'm like, sir, who actually did
Nah,
the
they
crime?
be doing this shit. Motherfucker call, I'm telling you, motherfucker ain't gonna do no time for you, dog.
Yeah.
You got to be crazy to put yourself in a situation. A lot of y'all be knowing, dog. Y'all know this dude ain't do no time for nobody, bro.
Yeah.
The world just so fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Your co-defendant gonna be the first one to smash your baby mama.
Come on, man. You got niggas, and this is I say, when you moving in the streets fucked up, bro, they waiting for some, like a motherfucker really have envy of you, know somebody finna rob you and won't say nothing.
True.
Right? Have the ups on you. That's why I say the streets
That's the
ain't for
worst,
everybody,
dog.
bro.
Having somebody on your team that's envious of you is the worst thing.
Yeah.
Dog. They call that frenemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Envious,
when you
man.
got somebody on your squad and the whole time they riding with you, they don't really want you to win. They actually want your downfall. Or even worse, they might plot your downfall if you don't fall fast enough. You know what I mean? They be the one to set you up to get killed, to get robbed,
All that shit.
get your work taken.
My partner, Courtney, man. Double salute to Courtney, man. One of the guys I first started out selling dope in the streets. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Jit was we were 7th grade going up to the Blue down there in Palm Beach. He was the only Jit up there. You feel me? And the thing was, his nephew was getting in trouble in Tampa. He brought his nephew to Palm Beach. Nephew went to get in trouble there. He had to take him back to Tampa. And the nephew, from what the stories say in the streets, and they got caught, so it came out. The nephew shot him up, shot his own uncle up, dog, and the homeboy killed him. The crazy part about that is when they found out that my dog was dead, they broke in his house. That's crazy, but his daddy had done already. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, bro, like at the end of the day, man, by the time you figure this shit out, it gonna be too late.
See, that's the moral of the story. By the time you figure it out. But the problem is, how can you figure it out when you got all this?
You gotta be smart, man. You just gotta know, bro. There's a better way. Cause this shit is a trap, bro. This shit is a trap, bro.
You know what's so crazy? Some kids are expecting to go to prison. Or die. You know,
But like you
That's
said
crazy.
on the podcast before, bro, you said that by the time they're in 7th grade, they can tell who basically going to prison, who gonna do.
Actually, I think it's the 4th grade.
Yeah, 4th grade. Yeah,
I think.
7-year-old. You said 7-year-old.
Something like that.
how's that?
I guess based off the grades, your academics, the way you act, what you do and don't do, it kind of can determine it's a possible chance that you going to prison.
Well, you know what's crazy though? Yeah. I hate to say this, but growing up, you can always tell. Like for us that went to inner city schools, you can always tell the kid that's going to go to the penitentiary or something's going to happen to them. And if you close your eyes, you can see that individual now. Yeah. If you go back to wherever he come from and you hey, what's such and such? Oh, he in prison.
In prison.
Or he dead.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Yeah, we down there born to die, man. It's sad.
That's
the
sad,
conditioning.
though, man. That's sad.
I'm gonna say this too, man. This gonna hurt, bro. It gonna hurt.
I got a question after you say this, though.
You might well say that now, cause this here gonna hurt.
I was gonna say this though, and remember what you're gonna say. But I was gonna say that's why it's important to have a father or a father figure in the household, because I think kids that have that authority figure in the household is less prone to do crimes or act out, because you got that strong role model at home. Yeah, you ain't gonna try to buck and try to do no crazy because you know somebody's there to check you, and that should be the only person that check you. You shouldn't wait for law enforcement or teachers, it should be your parents, it should be your father. So
they
that's why
taking that shit away.
Yeah, so a lot of women that's taking that away from men, if either they're a father or they're a stepfather, if you're taking that authority or you're taking the father role away from them, you're doing your kid a disservice because all you're doing is setting up for failure.
That's big time.
Yeah, please, if you, especially if you, even if you if the father don't get along, don't let the child suffer because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some real shit you just said.
Sometimes I salute women that just admit it, that they can't control their kid and they send their kid off to live with their father because they're like, yo, I can't raise him or her, or most of the time it be him. I can't raise him. He needs a man to raise him, and they send him off. You're not losing. You actually winning. I salute you because it takes a man to raise a man, and sometimes a boy is not going to listen to his mother. And it starts out early sometimes. So don't even wait till he's 16. If you see he's acting up at 8, 7, man, gonna send him to his father.
No, I got better than myself, man. Actually, better than myself like that because my father, I never met him. Yeah. And like you say, my mom, I had a stepfather till about 11 years old. How did that affect you though? The stepfather, it affected me because I was so young, and he had a lot of structure. So then, when he actually died. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And my mom went through a struggle, but at that point I had no father figure no more. Yeah. And like I say, like I always wanted to be a better man in this world because of him. I see my uncles and everybody, family was falling victim to what I seen ahead of me, cousins like that. Yeah. And what's so crazy? I see that affecting you emotionally, and a lot of people, they get mad or they be so judgmental when men have structure in their household. Yeah. They look at it like it's a form of dictatorship. Right. But structure is everything. Right? Because without structure, what you said, bro, there ain't no order. Ain't no order. Right? Yeah, without structure is chaos. Or without consequences. That's true. It's chaos. Right. So structure is everything. Because you got to think like this. If you building a house and you got the foundation, then you got the walls, right? You can't build a roof without you know what I'm saying? Without the framing. Right. So that's what a man is put on this earth to do, is to create that structure. The woman's there to nurture. Right. You can't coddle all day. Right? There gotta be some kind of consequences. Hey, you done did this? Okay, let me take you back to the share house and straighten you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. And we took that away, and then like bro say all the time, every podcast, how can you be a man if you let another man tell you how to run your household? And that's true. That's true. And like I say, what kind of helped me along the way of just saying that, like having because I've currently been a father figure role to some kids. Yeah. But what helped me the most, I salute you for that too. But what helped me the most was to stay out of trouble is because I can leave my mom. Yeah. Leaving my mom was a big thing to me because like I don't know who I'm going to now. Mm-hmm. So I had to be a man for that. A grooming for that. Like, and now like my father figure skills come from, I don't have no kids. Y'all, I have no kids, y'all, but I have been a father figure role. But what helped me with that was my situation. No, I never knew my father. Yeah. Never knew that. I never had the right kind of, I would have said, conversations you can have with a man about who really cares for you. Right. So that's the biggest thing. I got a question for you though. What taught you how to be a father figure? Was it the fact that you didn't have a father figure, or was it that the stepfather that was in your life for that brief time taught you how to be a father? The stepfather in a brief time taught me, and also my grandmother played a bigger role in like structure. Like, equalize. Yes, equalize, yeah. It was so crazy is men, people don't know what men go through. You can see Steve is getting emotional just talking about this, and that's wild. Yeah. We go through it too. Yeah. And we try to hold it in. Like I tell people all the time, man. One of men's biggest things is holding in and not want to. They don't want you to see them cry. They don't want you to see that emotional side. That's just that testosterone. But if you a female and you can bring that out of a guy, he ain't going nowhere. But I'm gonna say this to piggyback on what y'all said. I'm gonna say two things. They gonna hurt. I'm telling y'all now. First thing I say was this. They gonna get you in the comments. It's all good. It's all love. We here to learn from each other, right? But listen, women today will trade in independence to escape accountability. Whoa. That's true. That's true. Because once a woman become independent, now they ain't got to listen to you. No. Majority.
That's when the masculine side comes out. Majority, not all, majority. But they trade in that independence for accountability. They don't have to listen to you because they, most feel like I'm making more money than you, or I don't need you, this and that. Yep. That's a big problem. You know what I'm saying? And and only real women will understand where I'm coming from. And the second thing I'm gonna say is this: most women have played number 2 so long till they don't know how to play number 1, which basically means all number 2 got to do is pick up a couple dollars, go out to restaurants, eat, open their legs, gone. Number 1 got to put up with your ass day in, day out. Got to wash your clothes, take care of the churn, take care of the step churn. Number 1 has to do so much. And like I say, most women have played number 2 till they don't know how to be number 1. And you got to think, right, as a woman, and don't get upset. Like, this is, we here to learn from each other. If you know that's you, or if you do that shit long enough, you develop a reality that you probably couldn't escape. And when you do run across a real dude, right, especially a dude that you didn't help build, he already him. You feel me? He already got structure. Bro. He already got character. Y'all don't need each other. Most women say they want a real man. They're not ready for it. Because once a real man brings structure to your life, when you got to give up that I for the we, when you so used to doing your daily routine, coming in when you want to, doing all that, man, shit, you don't want no real dude. And this is something that I wish somebody would have told me, because it goes both ways, right?
True.
But like I say, a real woman that love a real man and can see that spark in them, she know how to bring it out of them. It just some ain't gonna wait. They don't got the patience. They got options. It just ain't gonna happen. But for those who do, when you mold and help mold, I'm gonna say help mold a guy. When you help mold him, man, you got you something though. You got you something worth holding on to. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, man, today's modern today.
That number 2.
Number 2 just having fun. Yeah. And another thing too, though, I'm gonna say this too. Most of y'all women, right? This is what happened with. I'm just speaking, like I say, as a woman, I can't tell you shit. But as a man, you can't tell me shit. We just here to learn from each other. I'm gonna say this. A lot of women can beautify themselves from the dating pool to the sex pool. To the point, you so fine now. Your stomach slim, you know what I mean? You pretty, your ass. Most men don't want to do nothing but have sex with you at that point. Because it tells most men, and some women gonna say, oh, he just got low standards. It ain't low standards.
Nope.
They just don't want to put up with the shit that's finna come with that pressure, that attention, and basically there's nothing there but imagery of a sexual woman. It doesn't say I want to bring you home to my kids. Because a real man, you ain't gonna meet his kids until he ready. I'm gonna tell you that.
For real ready.
I'm gonna tell you that. When a dude really, I ain't talking about no love. I ain't talking about a dude you can open your legs and pacify him with sex. I ain't talking about them kind of dude. I'm talking about a dude that can turn you and your sex down. When he let you meet his kids, he rock with you. That's a good indication that he rocking with you. I'm just gonna be real. A real dude, you ain't gonna meet his kids.
No.
But like I say, when you put yourself in those situations, you fix your ass up, your titties out, you slim, you hit in the gym, all this is for what? Because once you get to that point, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Most women fall in love with themselves, and the buck stops right there.
Yeah.
Like, this is not saying this is going to help me be in a relationship, because it's not.
It's not going to.
Most men do not want to put, and the finer you are, the more you have to do to secure that guy. See, a lot of y'all, that shit gonna go. I shouldn't have to do that. It's a whole lot of shit you shouldn't have to do. I don't look at the world as what you should do. I look at, instead of what you what should happen, I look at what do happen. Right? If you fine as fuck and you look good, you need to secure that dude as much as you can in front of everybody. Let him know he's yours. And you won't have no problem.
They don't want to do that though. They
but dancing in all these nigga faces and smiling here, you gonna fuck it up for yourself.
What it is, a lot of females want to be single online, right?
Yeah.
You want to be in a relationship behind closed door, but you want to be single online. You want to live that life on social media. Like that's his own entity. Now, if you secretive about your dude online,
Mm-hmm.
What you expect in real life? You know what I mean? Would you expect him to keep it 1,000 with you? Nah, ain't gonna be like that. He gonna be like, okay, well, shit. If you hiding me, I'm hiding you. So y'all both in a secretive relationship, and it just seemed like nowadays everything's overly complicated.
Ain't no.
Like, it's just too much going on. I swear to God, bro, it's too much going on. It's like, okay, you playing this game, you playing this game, you getting your body done. It almost look like you getting your body done for OnlyFans.
For you.
So now a guy's looking at you, every picture you got your ass out, every picture you got your titties out, and nigga just sitting back like, really? So I'm gonna tell you something too. No matter how fine you get, there's always gonna be somebody finer. Fellas, as much money as you get, it's always gonna be somebody that got more bread than you.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta get somebody that rock with you, that equally yoked, and just rock together and have a good life. All that living for the internet and social media, bro, that shit's for the fucking birds, bro. Because they ain't gonna make you happy, ain't gonna make you no money. All that fat ass and big titties and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna help nothing, bro.
All you going is, remember, when you fix yourself up, right? Because you gotta understand, when you fix yourself up physically, you also gotta fix yourself up mentally. Right. God ain't gave you the mental capacity to deal with all this pressure and attention.
They do that. No, how they do the attitude adjustment.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't.
That's what it is.
But they don't.
But what I'm saying is this: when they body change, the attitude it changes in the wrong direction.
That's what I want to go with.
So it changes. It just doesn't it doesn't change correctly. You could be a beautiful woman physically, but an ugly woman mentally, or character. Your character. You just, that's why I love a woman that's comfortable in their skin. I love them because they don't, most women feel like just because they got the body, the this, to that, that's all they got to have. But I always say, everything is based off equilibrium or harmony, right? If, like I say, niggas around here chasing nines and chasing dimes, but the ones who gonna love you be them fours and them fives.
But they don't understand that.
I'm finna break it down for them.
They don't understand that though.
A motherfucker feel like just cause a woman that she may not have the greatest body, right? Or the greatest looks or butt, titties, or whatever the world calls for. This is why she turn up in other areas to compensate for the lack of those looks. This is a recipe. You can't have too many motherfucking eggs and not enough flour. It ain't gonna come out right. So if you just got looks, but your attitude stink. You got looks, you don't know how to, you can't even be teachable or coachable. It's like you stuck where you're at. Right. That's why a lot of these women you see be 55 and 50, you be like, damn, I know she was fine when she was young, but she's single. Yeah. You missed the boat, baby. Yeah, you missed the boat. And it goes for guys too. It ain't no difference. My thing is this, I'm just gonna put you on game. If you think it's gonna take just looks, look how many fine women out this bitch right now that's by themselves. And I ain't talking about, I'm single by choice. That's like saying I'm broke by choice.
That's a lie.
You know, that's it. It goes both ways.
And number twos.
That shit crazy.
You think you're number one? And then all of a sudden it just start falling apart. Nobody? Because your obligations start getting higher than men want to fulfill them.
No one wants to be single.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody wants to be single.
Nobody wants to be single.
Let me tell it. See, they can be single in their delusional mind, number two. Because number two single, they know what that means. I'm tell you, you can identify your number two. When you spend a lot of time with this man a couple times a week and kids ain't nowhere in sight. Your structure nowhere in sight with him. All it is just dinner dates, hanging out, living life.
No, piggyback on what bro said, like when he said you be so fine, like a lot of well, the problem is a lot of women are fine as fuck now. Now let's get that they fine as fuck, but they single, right? But the reason why they're single is because they always feel like they're holding out for somebody better. But a high value man sometimes ain't looking for that. You know what I'm saying? They want peace at home.
Peace. Oh,
they want a home cooked meal at home. Peace. That fat ass and big titties. I mean, it's cool to look at. It's cool to smash. But at the end of the day, when you see him with, you know what I'm saying, and you be like, so I look way better than her. You think so, right?
Exactly.
On a physical scale, but he's happy as hell home with, you know what I'm saying, with who's he home with. So
especially as you get older.
Yeah, and you know that as you get older and you develop, you know what I'm saying, as you mature. But I mean, like I said, I love looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Fat ass, big titties, cool. But what else you bring to the table, baby? I mean, goddamn.
And we got to remember this. Remember this. Raisins was once grapes.
Hey, say that shit. Hey, say that motherfucking shit again, bro.
Raisins was once grapes. Meaning that raisin before it got all wrinkly and ugly, it was a nice, pretty grape.
Yeah.
But eventually it became a raisin. So what we saying is this, right? In your 20s, have fun. Mm-hmm. But as you getting older, and I'm telling you from experiences, from my ups, my downs, things I wish I can go back and do. As I got older, man, the ones that we looked at in school, from the females to the males, that didn't get in trouble, that we thought was squares, that didn't want to smoke, didn't want to hang out, man, they won, man.
Yeah, they winning.
All the niggas running around, nigga catching STDs, they 17.
Because now guess what?
Babies.
They got the homes, they got the picket fence, they got
everything.
the dogs in y'all, they got the kids, they got probably grandkids, and we over here just playing the field.
Yep.
Right? I think I sent you something, bro. I swear. I saw somewhere the other day said that out of single women, black women are leading all races.
Yeah, 47%.
In being single.
Wow.
And it ain't 100% on black women. Mm-hmm. A lot of it has to do with the way the world is teaching us to not love each other, not, be together. We're not going to put it 100% on us. But what I'm saying is this, man. You have to understand that you can't fault the powers that be for fucking over us if we're going to allow them to. Right. So when I see stuff online, when I see the activities for men and women, I just understand, like, man, we actually being led off the plank to jump in the water, man, like, and don't even know it. And the most crazy part is this, not to cut you off, the young ones, bro, the aunties, please stop going around your nieces with your booty shorts on.
Yep.
I promise you, if I saw my daughter auntie with booty shorts, you got to go. I don't give a damn. This is what I'm saying, dog.
You giving her a wedgie, throwing her out the house.
Yeah, man, you showing these kids, like, dancing all this, and when you getting ready, putting your makeup on, you listening to all this music, like you showing these children how to be. They don't know no better. So please, man, watch out for that shit, man. And it's like, even dudes walking around your special stepkid, man. So no dude walking around your daughter with his shirt off.
No.
See what I'm saying? These are things that men need to be teaching other men. As a father, he shouldn't walk around your daughter with his shirt off, with his pants hanging off his ass, smoking cigarettes, cussing. But if you allow him to do that, that means you like that. That's why they say you raise a child. You can only raise a child as far as you raise. You can't tell a child about the 10th floor if you stopped at the 4th.
Right.
So that shit,
when do we
start?
Gotta go. When do we start loving though?
Stop.
And I'm telling you something crazy. I'm gonna blow you. Well, yeah. When society stop loving?
I can tell you.
You notice they don't even play R&B. They don't play R&B music no more.
Because of the frequency. It talks about love, staying together, being together. It's the energy. Right. We want shooting and killing.
Right. We're not making love.
We ain't making no money off the love shit.
We're not even going after relationships no more. It's like if it happens, it happens. But it's kind of like it's more society more prone to being single, and it's okay to being single. Well, back then, people was fighting for their relationships. People were fighting to be in relationships. Men were courting women. Women were welcoming to be courted. Now it's like women don't even want to be courted no more. Women want to just be
flowed out.
Yeah, spoiled or like, okay, like say, man, and I've seen this with my own eyes. I seen this in 6th grade, but I seen men court women. They accept the gifts and they don't get with the guy. If you know you don't want to be with the guy, don't accept no gifts, don't accept no money, don't accept none of that, because you have no interest in being with him. You're allowing him to think that you want to be courted, but you don't.
You don't.
So why accept the gifts and the trinkets and all that? Just let him be like, hey, you know what? I'm not interested. Go on to the next one, right?
I'm gonna say that to women. Don't allow a man to seduce you with his money. And the reason why I say that, and I don't care who the fuck get mad. I got daughters, bro. If a dude lead with his money, meaning he giving my daughter money, and I'm like, don't nobody give you money for nothing. And a lot of times, weak women or women who don't see the bigger picture fall for that shit. And now you finna put up with all type of shit. Cause for one, you don't want the money to stop. For two, you don't want nobody else getting the money. And for three, the money gonna blind you to the point, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get what you want. You should never expect a man to buy you shit. You should make him wanna buy you something. That's a big difference. Don't expect for a dude to do nothing, because this ain't 1950, 1940. It's a different time. Yeah, it's cool. You know, most people feel like, oh, he a man, he should do this. Yeah, and when it was that time, it ain't that time now. So at the end of the day, if you expect a guy to buy this and do that, then he expect for you to do this and do that. If you can't match that energy, then y'all, that's null and void. But what I'm saying is this: don't expect for a man to buy you shit. Make him want to. When a man want to spoil you, when he want to do for you, and not out of trying to get in your drawers or trying to win you over, because some niggas will compensate they money for the lack of they looks.
I was just about to say that.
Like, let's be real. We're gonna call this shit a spade. Like, honestly, you got some dudes, they nice looking guys. They don't got to give you no money. Right. And if you ain't on that level, he don't got to deal with you. But everybody got different shortcomings here, there, whatever the case may be. But real nigga shit, when a guy wanna spend his money on you, when he want to, you got you some.
Yeah, it's a beautiful situation. And to piggyback what you're saying, if a man leaves with his money, he ain't got nothing else to offer. Like, he ain't got no personality. He probably not a good looking guy. If he's coming off rip with how much, if he hit you up with that, or can I buy you, or man, just be like, all right, man, I know you ain't got nothing to offer, right? Yeah. But like bro said, if you offering to spoil a woman, it's the best situation, because you doing out of your heart.
Did something that made him, like, say she ain't never asked me for nothing. She'll try and, she'll buy me little stuff. She like, fuck all that.
It's men nature to actually want to do that. Yeah. Like, we want to be providers. We want to do that, but we have to be put in the situation or in the role
to do that,
to evolve us to become that.
Right.
If you come with a masculine energy, it's automatically gonna put us on defense, because now we feel like we're in a situation where we got to be defensive. Right. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be, a woman should be warm and a man should be hard. Pause. But a man should be hard, a woman should be soft, and together it make a perfect harmony.
Yeah, man. You know
what I mean? But if a man ain't coming out like wanting to pay for dinner and all that, we got a problem. Men pay for dinner. Man. If you that's another. If you invite a woman out to eat, pay for dinner, right?
Exactly.
For women, all that doggy bag and bringing food back to your kids, you need to stop that shit
and taking guys out just to get a meal.
Yeah. That's po nigga energy, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, don't do that.
Stop all that, because all that po shit. Like, if you going out just for dinner, you got no interest in the guy, stay your ass at home, eat some ramen noodles.
Oh man, that shit, that's crazy.
Stay your ass at home, bro. Cause to be honest with you, it's 2025. I'm tired of po shit. I'm tired of that shit.
And all this runs the same. Just like we talked about, going to jail, you get praised, but when you go to college, you don't. Women that I'm gonna say this: everything is upside down and ass backwards. You feel me?
For us.
And this is the thing: we don't parade and celebrate positivity. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna say this: they're gonna hurt a little bit. I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Our society so upside down and ass backwards to. As a man, if you single, you ain't even in the fucking races. We don't even talk about single men. Single women, right? That take the pictures with their kids. They got the matching pajamas on. They independent.
Yay!
They independent.
Yay!
But what I'm trying to say is we normalize bullshit.
Yes.
In actuality, you lost.
Yeah.
We do not celebrate the women who still with their original baby daddy.
Nope.
Still in the same house that they got with their original baby daddy and children. Nope. Those who are together, bro, where are they? We do not celebrate them. Where are the women and men that made it through the storm? Where they plaque?
We should give them a sentence.
You know what I'm saying?
We should give them tax breaks.
Where they just do, where they flowers. Right. That shit ain't nowhere in the vicinity, dog. And it's just, when you think about it, bro, yes, I love an independent woman. I love a woman that does what they have to do. My definition of independent is Not setting out to do it all by yourself and say you're independent, right? You set out to do this. Like, it wasn't no guide in your plan. You just doing what you got to do. We all have to do that. That's not independent to me. When you got to do what you got to do, that's just like saying I'm taking care of my kid. Mother, you supposed to take care of your kid.
Yeah.
But if something happened to the baby daddy, or death, or he go to prison or something, and you step it up, I like that.
Yeah.
I love independent women too, but what I love more, I ain't gonna lie, when I'm scrolling social media and I see a woman taking care of her man, I love seeing that. Like, I'm happy for him. Like, I seen a video the other day where this gentleman, he was working construction. He got to wake up at 4 a.m. His old lady woke up with him. Mm-hmm. And while he's getting ready, she cooking him lunch, breakfast. Mm-hmm. That's team effort, team sport. That's camaraderie. That's everything that's beautiful. That's love. You know what I mean? No matter what race you are. Because all he got to do is go out there and make the bread.
And it'll make him.
It's going to make him want to work 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Because after I'm watching the video, I started clapping. I said, man, brother, I'm happy for you.
But here we go again. Why should she do that when she can get up, when she want to get up, make the phone call and go out with
them losers, bro.
Yeah,
but that's what they glorify.
Hey, I'm not real niggas.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you why they glorify it. Because like I just said, they don't put light on the positivity, right? Yeah. Social media, let's be real, this going to hurt a little bit too. Social media mass produce hoes and prostitutes. Let me finish what I'm saying. Hey. Right? Social media produce hoes and prostitutes. Why? Because majority of the ones that getting all these views is showing their ass. They half naked. Yep. Everything is look at me. All highlights. No lowlights. Yep. All highlights. Yep. Like, anybody can see through this shit. And the woman, like you just said, that'll get up with her man, cook for him, love him, he love her back. They don't get no praise.
No praise.
That shit is, that's like watching a movie with no conflict.
No conflict.
It is boring. But the ones who going to Jamaica and getting their ass rubbed and they got the thongs in their ass and all this, it goes for dudes too. You got some old capping ass, capping ass niggas out there be capped out. Them niggas the same too. We ain't gonna leave them out. It's the same thing. The world done turned to one big fun, like let's just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no all that, let's get married and all that. Nigga, that was in the 40s, nigga. The world does not align with those type of things anymore. It aligns with fun girls, fun dudes who will pay your bills just to fuck, dudes who will say, here you go. And it's like the guys who really love you, the women who really love back, the baby daddies who really take care of business, stepdaddies, stepmamas, like the people who really do real shit and like in real life and love for real.
Get shit on.
Get shitted on, man.
Get shit on.
Ain't no group page for them.
Get shitted on.
Ain't none of that for them.
Hey, hold on. Get shitted on.
Get pooted on. You feel me? And that's just real. Like, we got to call a spade, dog. And when you got that much going on, every time you turn on social media, everywhere you look, everywhere it is, then the music, then the TV shows, and man, you engulfed in this shit.
But the real ones recognize, bro, because like just like I mentioned, I gave that example, and I think a lot of people don't seen it. All right, I was just so happy for dog when I seen that. I'm happy for people that's in a real relationship, long lasting relationship with real fulfillment. I think those are the ones that win in life. That's gonna, when they leave this plane of existence and they go to the next plane of existence, they'll go back to the spirit world and be like, yo, we did that. Where the rest of us, we gonna be like, damn, we ain't do nothing last lifetime. Let's go ahead and try it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you really are wasting time not experiencing love. Like, love is everything. I love to love. I love to be loved. And I don't think, and I'm not just talking about like in a romantic sense. I want my everybody to love me. You know what I'm saying? I want to love everybody. Like, none of that funny business, but you know, we're here. That's what we're here to do, to experience and to get love. You know what I'm saying? True harmony.
And to summarize it all, we're just going to say this, right? Those who love and want to be together for real, double salute. Yeah. And I respect the ones who just want to have a good time. Yep. All I say is this. Don't be no fun girl. Don't be no capping ass nigga and then complain about why nobody don't love you. Because you don't love yourself. You put yourself in a position to be flowed out to fuck with a dude that you know probably flying a whole bunch of motherfuckers out. And vice versa.
That's real.
All I'm saying is this, dog. Don't put yourself in them situations. Don't be taking money from dudes and thinking ain't nothing gonna come in return. Don't be hanging around these ratchet ass friends. You ain't got no kind of plan. You ain't got just if that's what you want to do, then I salute that. This your life. I respect it. It's just when people complain about shit, trying to cash a check that they ain't work for. It don't make sense, dog. Like if you gonna be a fun girl, be the best fun girl you could be. You feel me? If you know you like to take a nigga out just to eat some food or whatever, do that. But like I say, man, that's just like when we used to be in the street. We never took from working people. That's just one of the rules we had. If you work for what you got, we ain't coming in your shit. But if you out here where everybody else out here, bitch, you take a bitch, we coming. All I'm saying is this, motherfucker. Don't ruin it for people who really trying to have something. All y'all females be online. I fucked him. I did this, and then you want to meet up, and one of y'all get unalived. That's some bullshit. Same thing with dudes. Oh, nigga, that ain't nothing. Nigga, look at it. I got it in my phone. Man, nigga, kill you about that patch of hair.
What?
They'll kill you about that patch of hair. All that bragging about you doing this to a nigga lady and a nigga. So I'm gonna tell you something, dog. I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna be done with that shit.
You right, bro.
A motherfucker, I remember one time, a nigga hadn't got on one of my little females. You feel me? It was back in the day though, you know. Okay, get what I told him. I say, man, I done got with other dudes, females, bro. I was young too. I ain't know no different. But you bragging to me about being with my chick. All I said was this: it's just my turn, nigga. That's it. It's just my turn to get fucked over. That's all that is, bro. As a young age, I always had an understanding of this shit, dog. So when you think you doing something to somebody, bro, you better watch what you say, because everybody ain't going to be like me. I got to understand it. You got some motherfucker going to stand over it and over your ass. I done seen plenty of niggas got their ass blowed, boy, about them female, dog.
Yeah.
About that patch of hair. Man, a nigga flush your ass, boy.
Yeah, man.
That real. Straight up, motherfucker. So don't think bragging to, especially on the internet, when you don't put the world in the business, that's the worst. And that shit happen every day. Yep. The crazy part is you got mothers, grown-ass people following their child to go fight with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit. And that's why I say, us as black people, right, we need our own everything. Meaning,
world.
if you black and you do some shit like that as a black mother, we put you in jail. Our jail. You cannot represent us. This is the only way this shit gonna change is this. Like I said last podcast, we are all participants in another man's world, right? We can't tell them to do shit, but they can tell us to do everything. So we literally is not a man when the nigga talking about standing on business. In our mind, we being governed by other people, by other police authorities. We don't have our own nothing, bro. You ain't a man. You feel me? They got laws for us. They got child support for us. They got everything for us, and we don't got shit for them. We really feel like we need to be on a leash in this society, dog. That's how fucked up we is. No, nigga, black folk, we need our own everything. We need our own president, vice president. We need our own black house. We need our own jails. We need our own systems. Because that's how we can escape this shit, right? I'm going to throw this up, and this going to fuck you. I'm going to show you just how long this shit been going on. Hey, throw up that HUD tax. You see that HUD tax? See that shit? British South America company. They used to tax African-American huts, nigga. The hut. Go do your research on this shit. They're going to blow your mind. This just how colonialism started. The Western world coming over here fucking with people, right? And they couldn't pay that tax in livestock or cattle or cheese and goats. They had to pay that shit in money. Fake ass man-made money, bro. This shit been going on for a long motherfucking time, bro. And you gotta understand, we've been under this dictatorship forever, dog. That's why we fucked up as a people. And they gonna keep us entertained, cause they gonna keep our women wanting fat booties, big titties, and keep these niggas clutching their monies and all. Bro, we fucked up, bro. Only because we living in another man's world, dog. We need our own everything. And this will stop all the trying to be flowed out, trying to do this, trying to do that. Because guess what? We can consolidate and we can teach each other. That ain't how we supposed to be.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't smart enough to get yourself out of this reality, bro, you a lost soul. Don't care what color you are. You was a threat to me.
Right.
Only because, not of your skin color, because of this. The signals. You've been, the downloading programs you got.
That deep, G. That deep. That deep.
That's why I say you can't.
That deep.
You can't look at a white person and say this or that person or this. I look at the programming. Because you got black people, dog, so programmed with this European way of living. These people's a threat. Like, these people kill you, man. Mm-hmm. They ain't there. So it ain't got nothing to do with color. You feel me? And if you don't understand that, that alone lets me know that I can't have you on my team. You can't even comprehend that. We got to get away from this shit, man. That's the only way all this shit, everything we talked about tonight, that's the only way we can escape that shit, bro, because it is being done to us. And all we're doing is pointing fingers at each other off the effects of what another man is doing to us as a whole, bro. Listen, man, we running out of time. Hopefully we ain't offending y'all. But guess what? This is the Pop It Up podcast. We talk about real shit. You know what I'm saying? No love lost, man. You know, we love our women. We just want people to identify the real problems and issues, you know what I'm saying, as to why we're in the situation we in. Because like I say, man, this shit is being done to us, man. They are teaching the world that we ain't shit. All we want to do is have sex. All we care about is big booties, and all we want to do is party. We ain't saving no money. We ain't trying to buy no factories. We're going to always be a participant in another man's world, dog.
We're not building no communities. We're not getting around like-minded people. We're not farming. We're not eating right. We're not, like I said, we're not investing in nothing. We're not investing in our future.
Had a control of nothing.
We're not investing in our present. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the same bullshit we did last year. And don't get it twisted. We're not saying you can't like nice things before y'all jump in the comments and be like, hey, you said this and this, but look at you. Nah, man, you can like nice things you can do for yourself, but what else? You know what I'm saying? It's the what else factor. Like, okay, you could have any cosmetic procedure you want. You could clutch your money, you can do that, but what else you doing? Right? All three of us up here as business owners, right? All three of us know how to build houses and know how to have different trades. All of us, so we're not just speaking down amongst people and be like, okay, well, we see you with jewelry. Yeah, I got jewelry, but I got 3 businesses. I got 3 companies. I've had my own business since I was 18. And don't get it twisted. You could work a 9 to 5 and still run a company. So don't use that for an excuse, right? But don't think like, okay, I'm going to keep working this man job. Blah, blah, blah. Man, you go work your 9 to 5, and then from 6 to 12, go ahead and do what you got to do for yourself. And if it's not for yourself, do it for the next generation. Yeah. Because we got to let the next generation know that there's more to just working the next man's job.
And ass and titties, man. So
there's more to that now. Oof.
Way more.
And dudes chasing money just for the
that all that cap.
Oh, look, quick hop. Bam. What happened?
But at the end of the day,
we ain't doing that.
Hey man, at the end of the day, just
chase your money to change your life.
Except,
say that again.
Chase your money to change your life.
Yeah, I like that.
Chase your money to change your life.
I like that.
You chasing your money, you chasing money and change your life. Yeah.
But chase understanding too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't be. But everybody ain't gonna get this. That's why this ain't for everybody. No. Just for those who get it, cause we don't want to step on no toes in them. But for those who get it, get it. For those who don't, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna be out of here. The reason why a lot of this stuff goes over a lot of people's heads is because, like I say, when you look at America, you can Google this. America is 36th in the nation in illiteracy, meaning 52% of adults in America is operating on a 6th grade level or below. Wow. That puts you by default. Wow. In the situation you in by default. Because you don't have the comprehension or the know-how, the skill sets, or none of this shit. And then the DEI shit, it's even getting worse, bro. They not funding libraries no more. They doing away with books. They twisting the way that school teachers can teach certain curriculums. And it's crazy because we got other cultures dictating on black history being taught in schools to black children. That's just like a dog. No, that's just like a fucking hyena trying to teach a lion. Versus a lion teaching a hyena, or a lion teaching lions and hyenas teaching hyenas. You see how that go? That's just like me trying to teach about Spanish culture. I'm not Hispanic. There, I'm not Hispanic. I'd rather a Hispanic person teach Hispanic children to continue the culture.
Right. Mind you,
not in America.
The
that
same
shit ain't like
schools,
that.
the same school that they defunding, their kids not going to that school.
That's exactly.
That's all I'm gonna say though. Right? Their kids ain't going to the same school your kids going to. That's getting defunded.
They're going to the Jewish Academy.
Yeah.
They teach them the real thing.
We're out of time. Hey, y'all know podcasts. We do it. We gonna do it. We gonna walk it. We gonna talk it. We gonna tell it. We gonna learn from each other. Comments. Y'all know.
We read the comments, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all drop the comments. Share. Ubuntu Apparel.
I just about to say that.
UbuntuApparel.com. Ubuntu means I am because we are. How can I be happy and everybody else is sad? Yeah. This is a collectivism thing, not an individualistic thing, which is if you Google America, Google what's the most individualistic country in the world, it is America. This is why you see all these Thailand people talking about I moved to Thailand and
I'm finna move to Thailand.
$800 a month for what we spending over here, $5,000.
I'm finna move to Thailand.
Yeah, but anyway, man,
zooming on the hat too, man. This is real quality, man. This leather hat, man. Zoom in on the quality. Go to Ubuntu.com. Get you some gear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is Ubuntu t-shirt, believe it or not. This white tee right here is Ubuntu. Zoom in on, bro. He got that whole fit on. So yeah, we got some real quality,
nice,
gear.
It's nice, thick, and I got the pants to go with it.
That's that spring. That's that Easter pastel right there.
And also, we want to let y'all know too. Also, for now, at Papa Duck shows, because he's still performing. That's his first passion. We're gonna start having the merchandise there with us.
Yeah. And matter of fact,
May
I don't
3rd.
know what we got. May 3rd, we'll be in Fort Pierce with Plies.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all check that out.
More dates filling in too.
Fort Pierce, Florida. But listen, man, this is the Pop It Up Podcast. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Put how you feel on the bottom of this thing. I can't wait to see these comments.
Oh, Lord.
Share, because sharing is caring and it's free. And like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Get out of this bitch. Woo.